Hey SPN family, I'm Zach.
And I'm Jill.
And this is Roadhouse Idiots. Okay, Exodus. What was interesting to me about this particular episode was the end. It felt like this could have been a season finale. Like there was like this party and beer drinking at the end.
It couldn't be a season finale. There's still too much. The war hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, I know, but I feel like that could like start the next season. But that said, the big takeaway for me was like this clear redemption arc that they're trying to put Lucifer in.
Ugh. Well, I mean, I think it's just because he doesn't really know what he wants. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, he's given up on his father relationship, but now he's a father, so now he has this new quest for a son relationship. Yeah. And, I mean, I don't really know. I understand why it's important and things like that, and I love this episode, so it's kind of a weird place for me to start, because I don't, like, that's not the arc that's most interesting for me.
What's the one that's most interesting to you?
Just this new line of order that we have, like with the people in this world versus like the new world versus the old world, and then the actual battle that's going to take place against Michael. Just because it's been put on hold all season, it was introduced like at the very beginning of the season, and then they had us wait 20 episodes in between. Yeah. And now next week there's going to be this actual battle with Michael. So I feel like that's what I want to see. With
Dean as Michael, apparently.
I don't want to think about that.
Did you see the last half second of next week's preview?
What was the last half second?
It was like Lucifer and Dean like
charging,
going all Spider-Man on each other.
I mean, what I'll say is, what we know...
Humans don't jump like that.
Yeah, it was not a human jump. I agree with that. What we know is Dean has always been the original vessel for Michael. Michael's true vessel.
Yep.
And there has been rumors that Jensen Ackles would be playing a character that wasn't Dean.
I don't even call that a rumor. I call it factual news.
I know, but it's like some ponderings.
That's been confirmed by high level producers.
I don't know how I feel about it. I don't want to say goodbye to Dean Winchester, especially after we just had to say goodbye to Gabriel this week. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I know you're not sad.
I'm not surprised.
I know you aren't sad. I'm kind of sad because they just brought him back, and I love Gabriel. And I mean, but I agree with you, I'm not surprised, because they had him being so cooperative and like so heroic and so calling Lucifer out on his shit and like being like, I'm not gonna run, I'm not gonna hide, I'm gonna fight. Yeah. So like he had his redemption arc, but I'm sad to see him go.
No more resurrections this time.
Yeah, no, he's done.
That doesn't feel like a resurrection.
That felt like he's a done. But I mean, hey, how many angels in the history of angels get a set of black wings twice?
Not many.
Not many.
Gabriel's done. The funny moment for me was Russian Castiel.
Right? Oh my gosh. I died because for any of you guys, there is a fabulous YouTube video where Jensen Ackles and Misha Collins have a resume off, and they just do accents. Yes. And Misha Collins is obsessed with his Russian accent. Yeah. And I just heard it. I was like, my gosh, how long has he been dying to use that in the show and find a reason? So that was comical.
That was cool.
I also thought it was comical, Rowena trying to like hold the door open, and it's just this clown car worth of people just coming through the other side.
And at first we were like, oh, you?
Yeah, and the look that she gives Catch was like, oh God, they're gonna bang too. Rowena is getting some action.
Yeah, are you surprised by that?
She's like scoring as much as Dean used to in the first couple of seasons. Like, she's doing quite well for herself.
Yeah, good for her.
All right. Well, the other thing that I'm actually really interested in, even though I'm not interested specifically in Lucifer, is seeing how upset Jack will be at Sam. And I think this is so interesting because normally Sam and Jack have kind of gotten along and they've agreed with each other on a lot of things. But here's Sam.
Sam was the one that prevented.
Who just made this decision and didn't listen to Jack because he was doing what he believed was best. Which to me was a very John Winchester thing to do.
Yes.
Which is something that Sam Winchester often resented John Winchester for. So I really want to see like where Jack's mental state is and all that. And then just selfishly, on personal reasons, I don't know if it was the best part of the episode, but honestly, my favorite parts of this episode was Bobby scenes. They are life goals for me. I loved having him call Sam and Dean his boys. Yep. I loved hearing him say welcome to the family, and I loved hearing him talk about idiots. Like, all of that, I just loved all of that.
I know you did.
And I loved the one-liner about how Bobby was here for 30 seconds and has already, like, taken over as leader and all of that. That was just so much fun.
I'm just curious as to, like, where the story's going to take us next week.
Oh, and you know what else was interesting? Through that time apart that we didn't get to see, but you could tell in their very subtle body language that Ketch and Charlie have formed a very trusting, like, respectful relationship. Like, they're close with each other. And I don't mean in any way, like, a relationship way. I mean, like, in a respecting them as colleagues and as friends and as sibling. They've gained mad respect for each other. So I'm kind of interested to see, like, if those characters survive. Like, do you think there's the opportunity that maybe some of these people will then end up, like, staying in this world? And,
possibly.
You know, sort of go, like, I don't believe Bobby will be. Bobby's gonna go back with his people where he, like, goes. But I do see that they've kind of left the door maybe a nano, like, just a nanosecond open for Charlie. For just a smidgen that maybe she would just, like, go off with Ketch. And not be part of, like, the boy scene, but, like, go off with Ketch and do whatever it is that they're gonna do on their next adventures.
Yeah, I mean, that's very possible. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised to see, like, the alternate characters that we know of stick around. We'll at least see them in some form in the future. I know we're going to see Bobby next season.
Right. And I mean, and then the other thing that there is to finally sort of consider, and this is why I actually really think that Dean is going to become Michael. There's a really strong reason why I think it, and it has nothing to do with all of the plots that happened this episode. There's been this back burner plot of heaven running out of angels.
Yep.
And only an archangel can create more angels.
Yeah.
They talked about Gabriel doing it. Gabriel's now dead. Lucifer tried it for being up there, and it just didn't work. And what if Dean became the new Michael? And then you had Jensen's character. He could be the person ruling heaven at odds with his wife co-star Danielle. And I don't know that I want to see that, but I see that as a possibility.
I think that's
that's what I think's gonna happen. That's my prediction. And I'm not happy about this prediction because I'm really, really not looking forward to, like, these two not being brothers, and I don't know.
The only part of, like, the only reason I don't think Jensen might be Michael, and this could just be, like, producer misdirection,
please give me any shred of hope that I am wrong here.
I think it was Andrew Dabb that said two things specifically about this new character that Jensen's going to play. It's quote, been a long time coming, which makes me reason to believe that it will be Michael.
Okay.
But it's somebody that you're not going to expect.
Which would not be Michael.
Which would not lead me to believe it's Michael.
It's been a long time coming.
It's been a long time coming, and it's not something
I have been avoiding these things because I have not wanted to know. You are just giving me...
And there's one in particular...
Before I saw this episode, I thought he could have been, like, the new Death. Like, a Reaper and, like, taken over.
That's a very common fan theory that's out there right now.
And I don't... Yeah.
Because Jensen posted, like, I haven't seen it, but, like, a picture of, like, a black suit or something like that.
I've been trying to like not look at this stuff. Like normally once Hell Latest starts, I'll be all over looking at this stuff. But I've been really busy and I've been trying not to look.
So there's one character that I feel like fits the bill of, or one entity that I feel fits the bill of, long time coming / not somebody that you might expect.
You're gonna say John Winchester?
No.
What?
Jesus Christ.
No.
No? No?
Listen, first of all, if one of these people is gonna play Jesus,
it would be Sam. I agree. It would be
it's
Sam.
this guy.
It would be Sam.
Not this guy. This guy.
No, it's just a theory. It's a theory.
Jesus.
We don't know that.
I don't know.
But you know what? It's probably going to wind up being Michael.
I don't know. But, like, I don't know, because if he said it's not someone you would expect, I expect Michael. So, yeah. I don't know. But and again, this is, and now despite all this, before we get into the comment section, because this is what I want to know in the comments below, what you guys think Dean's future holds. Is he done? Done. And if he is done, and even if he's not done, we know that Jensen's going to be another character. Do you guys think it's Michael? Do you guys think it's like Death or a Reaper? Do you think it's Jesus? Or do you have a fourth theory of who it could be? That's what I want to talk to you guys about. That's what I am dying to know in the comment section down below. But before we get there, to wrap up this video, we haven't rated tonight's episode.
I got a good one.
All right.
For today.
Have you got it?
Yeah, I got it.
All right. 1, 2, 3,
9.
8. Ooh, 8.5 Impalas.
Yeah.
It was another really good episode. I feel like
I like episodes with stacked.
It was
cast.
Stacked. You're right. Cast. And I feel like I like this episode a lot more than this review is coming off, because I feel like I've been mopey and complaining, and it's just out of fear for this guy. But I really enjoyed this episode.
I did too.
I really enjoyed like the Ketch torture scenes and like the Charlie and then the Misha Russian accent, and then you had like Gabriel's death. Oh, maybe I should have given this a 9. This had a lot of stuff happen.
Yep.
This is a really good episode.
A little father-son moment with Jack and Lucy.
Oh, that was funny too.
Yeah.
And then Lucifer just lying about the handcuffs and just, oh my gosh. And then what was the scene that had you and I just laughing over the top hysterically? Oh, it was Sam's like face to like Lucifer. No, it was I know. It was Sam hugging Charlie. And he's hugging Charlie because he's so happy to see her, and Charlie's like, I don't know you. And Sam's just like, sorry.
Yep.
That was excellent.
Yep.
I very much enjoyed that. So all in all, excellent episode. I'm really excited, but I'm also kind of nervous for the season finale, because I'm
more curious than anything.
I know you're more curious. I'm more nervous, especially because we just lost Gabriel this week, and now I don't know if we're gonna lose Dean. I feel like we might lose Dean.
I would like to see us lose Dean to establish real stakes in the show.
It's Dean.
I know, but like what's dead should stay dead.
Anyone but Dean.
That's what I want for this show moving forward, is what dies should stay dead.
Alright guys, thank you so much for watching along all season. Please be sure to hit the subscribe box down below. We are going to continue to post videos every Thursday, even through the Hell 8th. And next week, tune back into this channel, because in addition to doing our reaction instead of our normal review where we post a review, we're going to do a live review. So we're going to do a live YouTube review, and it's probably going to be around 9:15ish, so like right after this episode ends, and we'll set it up and we'll get on and we'll talk to you guys idiots to get all of your thoughts on what you thought of the season 13 finale, and if Dean dies, you can see me live reaction freaking out, and you being like, I'm glad he's gone. And I'm gonna, probably...
I would be. It would be great to, again, establish stakes, move the story forward, but we'll cross the bridge if we come to it.
Rude. Alright guys, please be sure to hit subscribe below. Thanks so much for stopping by the Roadhouse.
Carry on, and we will see you next week.
Thoughts and prayers are Dean, guys.